Real gun.
You said
fake
it,
gun.
they didn't. You said it, they didn't.
You said it. No, we agree on that.
Take off 5.
-3, argumentative.
No,
Go ahead, anything else you want to tell me?
Anything that's relevant to the case or just
So 0 tolerance, yes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, go. Pick me a category.
Congress for 4 points.
Congress for 4. List all you can. Go. Reasons for high incumbency. You've got it next, Ramon, but you've got it now. Reasons for high incumbency.
It says here for
name recognition?
What is name recognition?
Basically, people are more likely to
So
vote
vote for
for a
somebody
name
they
that
already
they've
know.
seen.
They're going to be more likely to vote for somebody that they know or the name that they're familiar with. Can you give me an example of name recognition?
James Johnson.
Johnson.
-4. Oh my gracious. Go. You guys have it.
That's what the rule is. James Johnson.
Thomas Jefferson Johnson.
They can bring things to their state.
What are we talking about?
Like different, like they can raise money for their state while they're in office, and the people in the state don't want to vote them out because they're bringing
What's that
money to
called?
the state. Pork barrel spending.
Yeah, actually you can. You can get an awful lot of pork barrel spending. This is Hisham's group. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can get a lot of pork barrel spending. You send projects back. This increases your name recognition.
Their staff is paid for by the government.
Their staff is paid for. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the person challenging you, staff,
You're gonna have to pay for them themselves.
they're going to have to pay for their own staff. Anything else you can tell me? So we've got staff, we've got name recognition, we've got pork barrel.
They can send their commercials in the mail for free.
They can send commercials in the mail?
Well,
What does that mean?
like their calls.
They can send posts.
They said mail.
They can send mail for what's it called? 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, Alexia.
Frankie.
Franking! Franking! 1, 2, 3, 4, -1, -2, -3, -4. Franking is free postage, free printing, free paper, all of these things. Anything else you want to tell me about a reason for incumbency?
They get higher donations from lobbyists
Why would you say that?
compared to the running.
Yeah, I know, but why would you say that?
Why would I say it?
Yeah.
I mean, this does.
Yeah, well tell me, explain it to me. Anybody? Go ahead, help her out, Kate.
Because.
No pressure, Kate. Gotta go a little faster, Kate.
Well, because they the policies that they advocate for are in favor of lobbyists.
Like, because if you have, if you're already in the Senate or Congress or you're running and you already have the ends, therefore you have a chance to help lobbyists get their policies passed, or you could influence how.
Help her, Russell.
I think lobbyists just help out fundraising, and they keep you more like entrenched into the system.
Why do you get more money as an incumbent? That's the bottom line, because you're
They
right.
know you're gonna.
They know you're going to win. Yeah, that's really the bottom line on this. They know you're going to win. 1, 2, 3, 4. They know you're going to win on this, at least more likely than not. Pick me the next category. Go ahead, hit it, Adrian.
Miscellaneous for 2 points.
Boy, everybody's United States versus Nixon. You got it. Go.
Well, that was President Nixon refused to give the tape that because he used to record anything that happened in the Oval Office. And
President Nixon recorded secretly everything that was going on in the Oval Office, so nobody, basically, except for a few staff members that he had, knew this was going on. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then the Congress demanded that he turn the tapes over, and he refused.
They demanded that he turn the tapes over for what reason? What crime? What alleged crime? 2, 1, go, Carl.
Wiretapping!
What?
No, never mind.
-2. I don't know what you said, but it didn't sound good. Go ahead, Carl. You got it.
To the Democratic National.
What's the building?
Watergate.
Watergate building. That's what I'm looking for. It was the Watergate building. Claudius Group. 1, 2. So he was ordered to turn over the tapes. What was Nixon's argument?
That as the president, he was acting within his powers under executive privilege to hide.
And what did he claim under executive privilege? What kind of confidentiality did he have? 3. What kind of confidentiality? 2. Nixon made an argument that he would not have to turn it over. 1. Go ahead, Russell.
I think he said might harm national security.
No, I think it was executive privilege.
It was executive privilege, but what level of executive privilege did he say he had? Go ahead, Alexa.
I was supposed to sit down.
Commander-in-Chief -2. Minus 2. Nixon argued that he had an absolute executive privilege, meaning he did not have to turn over anything. Commander-in-Chief? He has Commander-in-Chief confidential?
What's the difference?
Well, that's what I'm saying. What did the court say executive privilege was? First hand I see. Go ahead, Brittany. 4, 3.
Regarding national security?
Yeah, that's exactly what they said. They said in regard to this, that it was specifically allowed only in cases of national security. And if you remember, how did this affect what the Bush administration did?
They use that all day.
The Bush administration, anytime they didn't want to turn something over, they said executive privilege for national security reasons. Go.
I want to add one more thing.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
This forced Nixon to retire or resign, and then he got pardoned.
Okay, Nixon did ultimately resign from this. He was pardoned by Gerald Ford. Did the Congress ever get the tapes?
No.
Because he was pardoned, that wiped his slate clean. Anything else you want to say? Okay, go ahead, Carl.
They
Sure.
get the edited transcripts of the conversations.
He did actually, and let me give. Okay, 1, 2 here, and then Claudia's group 1, 2 here. He offered to give them edited transcripts. He offered to give them excerpts of the tapes, but they turned him down both times, and they said we want them all. The court agreed with Congress because Congress is higher than the president, but ultimately he was pardoned, and he didn't have to turn these things over. You gave me the last correct answer. Pick me a category.
Okay, where are the categories? Yeah. I'd like to do miscellaneous for 5.
Miscellaneous for 5. Amendments dealing with the presidency. First hand I see. Go, Gage.
Under the, under the 22nd Amendment.
It is a 22nd Amendment. Go, Kate. Go.
The term limit on the presidency, which is 2, and the 25th Amendment.
Hang on. 22nd Amendment deals with term limits. That is right. Can you explain? So how long can the president stay in office?
He can only be in office for 2 terms.
He can only be elected twice.
You can go for 1 term and take a break and come back.
Okay, yeah, that is true. You can take a break and come back.
George Washington, he was the president who
Yeah, he did.
decided that 2 terms is enough.
He did do that. Now tell me something else about this. Let's say that you are president and you die. And Irvin comes in as your vice president.
Okay,
How does it work for Irvin at that point?
If you have less than a year left, you will. Oh gosh.
Anybody in the group? 4,
If you,
3,
if there, if
2.